First, what we are going to do is Shift A, Mesh and Plane. Add a plane, S, scale it like this. Tab, go in edit mode, and then the face is selected. I to do an inset like this. Then you can scale this S, X, like this for example. And this is going to be the area where the pool is going to be. Now you can I inset again, do just a little bit like this, and then face select, get this shift click. This you can bring up E like this, then this face E bring down a little bit like this, not too much, like this. Now I'm going to get these like this. We can add the water. So to make the water, Shift A, first go back in object mode with tab, Shift A, mesh, plane. Now we have a plane. Add modifier, go in modifier properties, add modifier and get the ocean modifier. This is creating a big ocean. First, what we need to do is go in spectrum and spectrum, put shallow water. Then you can S scale like this. Then the resolution we can put up at 12. The depth we can put at 1. And then we need to adjust the scale of the waves. Here, waves scale, bring this down like this, and then GZ, put this down a little bit. And you can change the spatial size here. You want big waves or just small, like this. Now we need to make the interior, the room of this. So go in, first you can save your file, tab, edit mode. We get edge select these, and here going to be the camera, so we don't need to close this. So E, Z, extrude up like this, and now you can vertex select, get these, do F to fill and create a new face. Now that we have all of this, what I did in my previous pool, get these, and then GX to make a corner like this. But first I'm going to put a loop cut here, so only this part. Control R here, click here, and these GX like this. Like this. Now we can add columns here. This is what I did in my previous one. Shift A, mesh, cylinder. S, Shift Z to scale on X and on Y. We can put like this, SZ, bring this up, scale on Z again, like this, move this here, right click, shade auto smooth, so this is smooth, and then move this on Y here. Then you can put more. First we need to apply the scale. So you see the scale here, Command A, apply scale, and then go in the modifiers, add modifier, array modifier, have more, and we want to array on Y axis, so factor X 0 and factor Y 1, and you can put on the other side, so minus, like this, for example, -3, then put more like this. And also you can put them on the other side here. So put another modifier, the mirror modifier. And the mirror object is going to be the center here, so you can click on the plane, the water here. Now we have it on the other side. And we want these smaller, maybe because we are going to put windows here. So apply the modifier, the mirror modifier. Then this face select, get this face, GZ, put this down like this. Then we are not going to see these when we put the windows. Like this. And now we can make the windows here. So we need to create loop cuts, Control R on this. So here, another one here. Then on this side, scroll up to more, like this. Escape, another one here. And all of these are going to be windows. Face select, you can select these here. And then do I in set and do I again. You do just individually like this. And then X, delete the faces. Now we need to add thickness here for the walls. So first, we don't want to add thickness on this part here, the little parts, because it is going to cause a problem. So first, A to select everything in edit mode, and if you do Alt E, extrude faces along normals, and extrude, for example, like this, and then open this little window here, do offset even, so it is straight here. But you see now here, you have problems here, because this is really small here. So what you can do is go on top, go on wireframe and on vertex select, get your, go here, now go on face select, get these faces here, here, and then do Control plus, put more, just the area where the water is, and then P, separate by selection. Now you have two parts. You have this part here and the room. So now when we get the room and we select everything in edit mode, Alt E, extrude faces along normals, I'm going to extrude the parts where the pool is. So I can put like this, open this little window, offset even, and here you can adjust again here. Like this. I'm going to put like this. Now you can put the camera, Shift A, camera, and now the rotation, click and drag down 0. We can put this up, move it on Y, rotation X 90, numpad 0 to go in the camera, and I still have my first camera on my previous scene. So I'm going to change here to have this camera. Now you can move the camera here and change the focal. So in the camera properties, focal length, put less, like this, move this. And what you can do, if you see outside here, we can get edge select, get this edge, and then you can E, extrude, or, and also this one, extrude like this, or you can just move it with the G. And we did not edge select but face select. We have the thickness here. And also I extruded, so we need to merge M, merge by distance. E, Y, like this, so we don't see outside. And now the camera is pretty good. We can put it down a little bit, maybe. For example, like this. And now we need to put the light, so I put an HDR image. I'm going to create another one. So the word, we need to add light. First, I am on Render Engine Cycles and go in the Shading tab. Now, we need to add a HDR here to put some lights. So in the background, you can go in Color, Environment, Textures, and then open an HDR. You have my list of 3D resources if you don't know where to find some HDR images. You have plus 60 websites where you can download HDR, textures, characters, sound effects, animations, texture, I already said. You have the link in the description to get my list of resources. So you do open, you get an HDR. I think I got this one, open image. Then you go in render the preview. The light is going to be like this. Now you can add a mapping, edit preferences, get the node wrangler add-on here to have the shortcuts. When you click on this and do Ctrl T, you have this, and here you can move on Z to rotate your HDR to have the light coming inside. So here you see the light coming inside in the little windows here. So for example, I'm going to put it here, or maybe like this. We have lights. Now I'm going to put the materials. First, we need to unwrap this and check the scale. So the scale is at 3, so you can Command A, apply the scale. On these, this is good. You don't want to apply the scale on the water here. And this part, Command A, apply the scale. So we have this. And you can get some tiles textures. For this, you have all the websites in my resources. So first, get your room, edit mode A, U, and I did cube projection to unwrap like this. Because when you are going to put tiles, it is all squares, it is all the same. So cube projection is going to repeat the same pattern everywhere. And if you put, for example, some wood textures or other textures that have not the same repeating pattern, you don't want to do the cube projection, is going to be weird. But for tiles, I always do cube projection. Get this, tab, edit mode, A to select everything, U, cube projection. And on this one, what you want to do on the cylinders is to do smart UV project, like this. Now you can go in shading and put your tiles. First here, you can go back in object, create a new material here, and you want to add first, you have the node wrangler, so you click on the principal BSDF, Shift Ctrl T. I'm going to open my tiles. I think I have one here. And also I already have tiles in my asset browser. I'm going to put these, maybe these A, select everything, principal texture setup. And now you can also go in material preview. This is really big, so in here the scale in the mapping, click and drag down, we can put at 15. So now the tiles are small. You can put even smaller, like 20 if you want. Here. And I already have put mine in my asset browser here. So I can drag and put the tiles here. It's going to be faster. So you can put in the columns. First, you need to rename tiles 1. Get these, get the tiles 1, and on this, get tiles 1. Now on the water, create a new material, rename water, and to create some water for this. Roughness at 0, refraction at 1.333, transmission at 1. And now change the color, put a little blue, this, put a light, like this. And now go back in layout and rendered preview. Now the last thing we need to do is add some caustics. So click on the water here, and this is going to cast shadow caustics. So go in object properties, go in shading, and then in caustics, cast shadow caustics. In the world properties, we need also to put the caustics. So go in settings, then surface and shadow caustics. Now these the cylinders we need to receive. So go in the object properties, receive, this the room receive, and this is the water, and this receive too. And now you see it's changed here. We can add more strength to the HDR, have more lights like this. And also what I did is I changed the background here that you can see in the windows here. So I went in shading, in world to change the world, and here I want to have this image as the light and another image as the background. So we can get these, Shift D to duplicate. Here we want to put another image here that is going to be the background. So I'm going to put an image with clouds, for example this one, and then put the strength of 1, Shift A, search for mix shader here, connect this, and now Shift A, search for light path here, connect the camera ray to factor of this. And now you have the light coming from this one, and the background is going to be this one. So I can go in rendered preview, and now you see I don't have the trees and everything, I have the sky with the clouds from the other image. And now that's it, and you can adjust the mapping, the rotation of your HDR on Y, like this on X, to adjust the lights. Maybe I can put the slide here that I created. Now, render properties, cycles, GPU, render, I'm going to put at, so you can put at like 20 for a test on the render if everything is good. And then for the final render, I'd like to put at 250. And also you can put color management, add more contrast on the scene, exposure, put more exposure, put less gamma, like this, but this you can adjust after the render. Render image. So that's it. I will put the final image after, and I will see you in another video. Bye.